Hi, once again today I have no makeup on, which means I am going to do a foundation review and demo. It's always a bit weird for me looking at myself on the camera without any makeup on because I kind of think, oh, no face, no face. But yeah, I'm starting to get used to it, and it's not as much of a shock as it was, right in the beginning when I didn't like my first foundation video. So today I am going to do a demo and review of this foundation. It is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation, and it comes in a pump, and I'm going to apply it, and then I'll put on the rest of my face, and then I'll just come back and talk about what I think of it and things like that. And I'm just going to apply that much, which is just 1 and a bit pumps, and I'm going to use my fingers. I like using my fingers to apply foundation because to me it's a great default, and it's a tool that we all have. So it's, easy for you to see how it applies and, what it looks like when applied with fingers. And, you don't always have the tools that I have and that I use. So it's easier, to look at how it does with fingers, and then try it with other tools later on once you get the basic application. Okay, so this is what it looks like, or my face looks like, with the foundation applied. I will now go and put on the rest of my face, and then I will come back and talk about the foundation itself. Hi, I'm back, and I have my face on, and I feel a lot better for it. So I'm gonna talk about this foundation, and it's the healthy, I'm just gonna show you again, the Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. And on the bottle it says up to 16-hour perfectly glowing complexion and toned skin, fruit therapy, radiance boosting, apricot for radiance, melon for hydration, apple for antioxidant, ginger for energy. And the claim for glowing complexion, I totally agree with, because whenever I wear this foundation, I feel as though my skin is just really, really glowy and healthy and smooth looking. And I still remember the first time I put this foundation on, I could not stop looking at myself in the mirror because I kept thinking, my goodness, I look so good. I mean, sure, I was just, complimenting myself, big whoop, but it looked good, and I really, really liked the way the foundation looked on me. It was just, it doesn't have a matte finish. It has, I think, more of it's not a dewy finish either. I think it's more of a light satin finish, and it just goes on really smooth, and it looks really smooth, and that's what I really, really like about it. I'm in the color 52 Vanilla, which is the lightest shade that I can get here. So see, 52. And I think there are maybe 4 or 5 shades. It doesn't have a huge shade range. And I'm just fortunate because in the Bourjois line, as long as it's 52 Vanilla, and they tend to run, which is a really good thing, they tend to run all their foundations the same color across all the ranges. So if it's 52 in one, I can pretty much guarantee that I can get 52 in another, and it'll work just the same. So I like that about the Bourjois foundations. So I'm pretty much 52 Vanilla across the board for them, and that's the lightest shade. The application, as you saw, I applied it with my fingers. It went on really easily, it went on really smoothly, and it didn't really require too much effort. The lasting power, I have to say, for me, I don't wear the foundation up to 16 hours. For me, a long work day, I wear the foundation 10 to 12 hours. And if the foundation lasts 10 to 12 hours, I'm very, very happy because that's my work day. And this foundation has lasted on me and lasted that long. It doesn't get patchy. It doesn't get dry. I have a shiny T-zone, so I do tend to get shiny on my nose and my chin area. And I find that I can go possibly half the day through to about lunchtime after about 4 or 5 hours, and then I have to blot. It hasn't been, oh my God, I'm so shiny, I have to blot, you know, kind of thing. It's been, oh, you know, looking a little shiny, I kind of feel like I could blot, but it wasn't that, you know, big a deal where I was really feeling like I had an oily nose and I had to blot myself. And generally blotting has been enough. I haven't had to top up with powder as well, and the foundation doesn't wear off even after blotting, which was fantastic. It just doesn't transfer. I've had some foundations that transfer the moment I blot, and I can see the foundation coming off on the blotting sheet. This one doesn't. Although I have to say, I powder and set all my foundations whenever I do have foundation on. So it lasts all day for me. I'm really, really happy with the way it lasts. In terms of skin types, I generally wear foundation in the cooler months when my skin tends to be normal to dry, and with a tiny bit of shininess or oiliness on my nose, and it works really, really well for me. It's not drying at all. It's not too hydrating that it gets too dewy, so it works really well for normal to dry skin. I've used this in the slightly warmer months as well, where my skin has been more normal to combination, and it's worked just as well. So it works well with normal to combination skin. I think that with really dry skin, this foundation might work because it's quite a hydrating foundation, and I haven't had really dry patchy skin, so I don't know if it clings to dry patches or not. And in terms of really oily skin, I'm not sure how this foundation will work because I don't have really oily skin. But given the way it performs, I think that you could probably get away with using this foundation as long as you powder, and set the foundation with powder and blot throughout the day. I don't know if it'll hold up as well on oily skin as it would normal combination skin or normal dry skin. So that's my thoughts on this foundation, which is the, once again, Bourjois Healthy Mix Foundation. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, will you please like, comment, and subscribe? And I will see you in my next video. Bye!